And now it's time for more of Southern California's sports fishing voice. Let's talk hookup. This portion of the show is sponsored in part by Ford, the official truck of Let's Talk Hookup. Rancho Leonero, where your wildest Baja dreams come true. Maui Jim Sunglasses, the choice of the best captains. Shimano Rods and Reels, fish with the best. Shimano. And by Yamaha Outboards, official motor sponsor of Let's Talk Hookup. Here we go. Another great hour of Southern California's sports fishing voice. Let's Talk Hookup. Here's Pete Gray and rock cod Rick Maxa.
Welcome back. Hour number 2. Let's Talk Hookup on the Mighty 1090. Pete Gray here with rock cod Rick Maxa. Gene Estabrook from East County Bait and Tackle. We call it ECBT. Great tackle store. And boy, Gene really came bearing gifts today.
You're not
like
kidding.
Santa Claus.
Yeah, man. If you didn't catch the beginning of the show, we're so stoked and so appreciative of everybody there at East County Bait and Tackle. We're giving away a $100 gift card to one lucky caller at the end of the show today. You're going to get a full shopping spree for $100 on all of the best stuff in freshwater and saltwater at ECBT. And we're really, really stoked to get to give that away, especially kind of entering this little Christmas time. So a very cool prize. If you want to get your shot at talking to Gene and your shot at winning that fantastic prize, there's 2 ways that you can reach us here on Let's Talk Hookup this morning. Again, first is our local line. That's 858 area code 457-1090. Again, it's 858-457-1090. That's a local number. Or if you want that $100 card, try us on the toll-free number. That one's 877-792-1090. Again, 877-792-1090. Your chance to win and your chance to talk to one of the best tackle guys around.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Absolutely. Now, East County Bait and Tackle, so easy to get to, right at the end of the 67 freeway, right?
Yeah, basically where it ends.
Like you run into it. Almost.
Yeah, you really do. It's right there
Drops you
next.
off in the parking lot.
That's right.
Yeah, and you're on the way to
every lake.
Every lake
Yeah,
in East
exactly.
County, right?
Yes.
Yeah. It's like you got to stop there anyway, right?
Right. There's a 7-Eleven. There's a taco shop that opens at like 5:30 in the morning. You can pull in there with your boat easily.
Yeah.
Get in and out. Even if you're a little uncomfortable trailering, it's a pretty user-friendly parking lot.
Yeah. What's your favorite lake, Gene?
El Cap.
El Cap.
Really?
Yeah.
I like El Cap. Well, there's more rock at El Cap.
Okay.
And I like fishing as Carolina rigs. Yeah, I like popping stuff off those stones. There's a couple spots in Otay that are really good. Otay was probably the most consistently solid fishing. This year, Otay was probably the best.
What gets you going, numbers or big ones?
That's a good question, too.
That is a good question. Numbers.
I get
be
that,
honest
too.
with you.
Yeah.
Numbers.
I like that.
I mean, going to Barrett,
Action.
go into Barrett when you've got the clicker and you're just clicking off, 95 for the day,
Yeah, and occasionally get a good one here and there.
That's correct. Yeah.
Better than getting 1 10-pounders. But there's guys that live to get one bite all day, right?
Absolutely.
I just can't do that.
Trophy hunters, man. Yeah, those guys, they fish all day for one bite.
Yeah.
And they're dedicated to it. Yeah, my hat's off to them, but I can't do it.
But there's guys that live for that.
Oh, absolutely.
San Vicente was such a big deal when it opened now it's 2 years now.
Yeah.
2 years ago.
It's been 2 years already?
And
wow.
the fishing obviously was incredible when it opened. I mean, as you would expect, Lake
Right.
being closed that long. How have things changed, or how do they differ? Are they the same? Are they different? Like now that there's 2 years worth of fishing and pressure and people and water skis and all that kind of stuff, how has the lake changed in that amount of time?
The chief complaint that I hear anyways is that just because the way the lake is shaped and the fact that they raised everything, so the trees that used to be on the shoreline are now underwater. So that first 10 to 20 feet of bank that you would fish in most lakes, at this lake you're casting into treetops. And so you lose a lot of tackle.
It's good for business.
Very snaggy.
It is very good. Yeah, that's right. Job security.
But it's snaggy.
It's super snaggy.
Ah, okay.
It's super snaggy. It's a bull. So, and it's going to take a little while for that to, for the lake to acclimate to its new level.
Yeah.
I think.
Okay.
I believe they've been dropping it right now a little bit. That sometimes during this time of year they start dropping because they know we're going to get some rain.
Uh-huh.
Where does it feed? San Vicente. Does it feed El Capitan or?
I'm not positive. I'm not positive. I know I know Barrett, Otay.
Definitely
and,
not El Cap, but I don't know where it goes from there.
No, I'm not sure either. I think, I know Otay and I know Marina and Barrett are all connected.
Yeah.
I do believe that water flows one way between El Cap and San V, but I'm not sure. Somebody listening probably will know the answer.
Yeah, and I shouldn't have said no like that. I just know that elevation wise, but I mean, I guess that doesn't probably make a.
Yeah, I think the way, if I remember right, when they were constructing the new launch ramp, there's pipes like at the base of the launch ramp. There's pipes under those, I believe, that can suck or push water.
Really?
believe.
What a trip. Okay.
Yeah. Huh. Interesting. Well, hey, you want to get through 858-457-1090 or 877-792-1090. Lines are filling up. You better get on it.
You got it, man. Let's jump right into the phones. This time we're going to talk to Hills, who's calling us from Ventura this morning. Good morning, Hills. Welcome to Let's Talk Hookup.
Hey, good morning, Pete, Rick, and Gene. I wanted to follow up on that weather question. Like, does an approaching storm have an effect? And I would spend a summer in Charlottesville, Virginia, 1 year in the 80s, and a friend, a relative, took me to a farm pond, and I think we were fishing bass assassins, the old little plastics that were very effective. And they have summer squalls back there. They call it the front that comes through, and you have this gnarly thunderstorm, and it happens quickly. And man, this storm started coming. We heard thunder, and then there was lightning, and we're like, holy, do we have to leave? And all of a sudden, boom, we're bit. And then in like 15, 20 minutes, I think we caught about 20 bass out of this little farm pond.
Awesome.
And then lightning strikes were coming, and we're like, let's get out of here. But, I mean, it seemed the storm really pumped them up.
Turned them
on. Low pressure or something,
I agree with you. I've been in Florida and seen those little squalls come through that, and then it's sunny 20 minutes later, and definitely I've been where there's no wind and maybe it's a little bit tough, and then just a little bit of rain, a little bit of weather comes through and they get turned on. Maybe just a change, I don't know, but
hey, Hills, I know it sounds like you're in the surf again. I know you spend a lot of time surf fishing while you're listening to Let's Talk Hookup. Do you see then when approaching fronts happen, does it affect the surf fishing?
I haven't clearly seen that, Pete, but, I am fishing, and sorry it's so noisy, but I just caught a grass rockfish on a Lucky Craft.
Nice.
Yeah, I know. And the Lucky Craft, I got the owner replacement hooks. As far as a tackle shop, that's something I cherish at a tackle shop. Owner makes a replacement hook that it's got the eye is 90 degrees to a typical hook, so you put it on your Lucky Craft, and then the two hooks in the front face forward, and the one on the tail faces up. And for a trophy, you got a much better chance of landing that trophy. Even one hook, in a good sized fish, you're gonna have a chance. And the trebles are very light on a Lucky Craft. Gene was talking about breaking them with those barramundis, and they are fragile, which talk about, job security. The Lucky Crafts don't last very long. I beat them up. I've gone through maybe a couple hundred the last few years,
Yeah, it's a great bait. They got a little bit hard to get last year. Lucky Craft was low on inventory of them, but now we're back up to, I think I've got about 25 different saltwater Lucky Crafts on the wall right now.
Wow.
In the pointers and in the flash minnow.
Wow.
The pointer's a good one also, not just the flash minnow. They both work.
No, I don't think any other tackle store can rival that. That's pretty
amazing.
Lot of baits. For sure. That's a lot of Lucky Crafts. Hey, thanks a lot for the phone call this morning, Hills. Enjoy your fishing.
All right, let's jump right back into them. And this time we're going to talk to John, calling us from Mira Mesa this morning. Hi, John. Welcome to Let's Talk Hookup.
Yeah, hey, good morning, guys. So I'm more of a saltwater guy, but I'm trying to kind of expand a little. And I'd like to know what lakes in the county are kayak-friendly, where you can coexist with bass boats or easy launch, that sort of thing. I live in Mira Mesa, so there's Miramar, and I've been to Lake Murray, but I'm just wondering what other lakes you might suggest trying.
I'm pretty sure El Cap is kayak friendly. I'm not positive on whether San V is or not, because I think there was like a personal watercraft issue there. They may be addressing that though. I can't tell you for sure that kayaks are allowed at San V, but I know that they are at Cap because there is a kayak club. I don't know if you've heard about those guys. There is a freshwater kayak club that holds 2 or 3 tournaments a year, and ECBT actually sponsors them. Of course, I don't have all their information here in front of me to give to you, but those guys would have a real line on where you can go and the better lakes for your boat so that you're not getting run over by ski boats and stuff like that.
What about Otai? Is that a
Otai? I do think that
I know that Olympic rowing, so you certainly would think that there's a
I think Otai and Cap I think are both you're allowed to launch kayaks there, I believe.
You do Barrett when you get your ticket, Ren?
Oh yeah, dude,
sure.
That'd be the
that's a good spot.
Yeah.
Too. Yeah, definitely. But I think if you go to San Diego City Lakes website, they have a portal where you can probably access where you can. I think it's all about water contact, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So like if a float tube's allowed, then a kayak's allowed too.
Right.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Very good. Hope that helps you out. Thanks a lot for the call this morning.
All right. Let's jump right back into them. This time talking to Rob, who's calling us from La Jolla. Hey, Rob. Welcome to Let's Talk Hookup.
Yeah. Good morning, guys. My question is, I was curious if they use those. Now, I'm not familiar with them, but those, the inner tube ones that you get inside and literally you paddle them and you fish from the water there. And I've heard this can be pretty effective. I wonder if they sell them there and what kind of price they get for them if they do, and if they are as effective as I heard.
Yeah, you're talking about float tubes, and yes, we have 5 or 6 different versions. The entry-level ones, I think, are about $109, up to, we have a really nice one that's like $400, which basically you're out of the water. It's like a sit on top.
Nice.
Yeah, and we sell waders, and we sell fins, everything that you would need to get started, pumps, everything.
And float tubing is fun,
really
especially
is.
on
Yes.
a lake. You can get into areas that boats cannot get to.
Correct.
And you're stealth.
Yeah, San Diego River is like an untapped little gem. You look at it and you don't think there's anything in there. But I used to live in Mission Valley, and I would go down there and fish pretty regularly, and I've caught fish up to 7 pounds.
Really?
In San Diego River, right there off of Mission Center Road is a really good place to, if you were going to launch a float tube. There's a spot where you can walk down there and like ease into the water. That's a pretty good place to just learn and
free,
practice.
Easy access.
Yeah, it's shallow. Yeah, it's easy, and there's fish in there.
Yeah, but a lot of the lakes that, of course, the ones that allow water contact, like El Capitan and such, great access, and that's where the shiners shine, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah, for sure. Hey, thanks a lot for the call this morning.
All right. How about next up? We talked to Bob, calling from Lakeside. Good morning, Bob. Welcome to Let's Talk Hookup.
Morning, Bob.
Hey, there you
Morning,
are, Bob.
guys.
Good morning. How are you?
Good. Question for Gene. Is it possible for you to order some hard-to-get baits like the black dogs? I've been trying to get a hold of a rainbow trout lunker punker for a long time and had a hard time doing it. Is it possible for you to special order anything like that from black dog baits or any other, hard-to-get baits?
Well, yeah. That's exactly what I do. And if you walked into East County Bait and Tackle right now, you'd see that I've got 5 different colors of lunker punkers on the wall, and I'm the only store that has them.
Wow.
Cool is that? So that's like get on the list, hard to find.
Yeah.
You just walk inside and buy it.
Correct. Yeah, I've got some of the ones that have the realistic bait wraps on them, and then the standard color rainbow trouts. I've got 8-inch and 6.5-inch on the wall wood punkers. A
lunker punker.
Yeah.
It's like one of those big trout baits.
Yeah. Well, no, it's basically a wood Zorro spook.
Yeah, like think of a big spook.
Oh, really?
Like
yeah,
custom.
and that thing gets crushed.
Really?
Yes.
They get bit.
Yeah. No, come in and see me, man. I'll be there in about an hour and a half.
How long will those last?
Oh.
Like how long will those lunker punkers stay on your meaning like how sought after are they? How quickly will they be gone?
They're super sought after. Last year he wasn't really selling any, and I saw him going on eBay for like $300.
Because of the supply and demand.
Correct. Yeah. No, it's a really sought after.
What do you
bait.
sell them for?
The standard one is about $90.
Wow.
The realistic wraps, he gets a little bit more for those. I think they're like $120 for those.
Wow.
But again,
They're worth it. With the
Yeah,
fish you
exactly.
catch, they're worth it.
Is that right? What do you throw it on?
What?
I throw it on an 8-foot crucial. I throw it on an 8-foot crucial with a Calcutta 400D filled up with 80-pound Spectra and a little short fluorocarbon leader.
Okay.
Nice, man.
You don't want to lose something like that, so you're fishing 80 pounds.
Yeah.
I mean,
Absolutely.
You could look at it two ways. You can think $90, be like, oh my God, that's ridiculous. But that's 2 scoops of live bait. You know, that's what I take. That's what I take every single time that I go tuna fishing. Every single time I take 2 scoops of live bait. That's the same thing. And I'm throwing all that overboard every. And I don't.
Right.
You conceivably have that lure every time. You know, as long as connections are good and it stays with you for a while. You know, I mean that's two scoops of bait that you're just going to throw overboard at the end of the day, and you keep having it, having it. And they're expensive for sure, but you know what? If it's a leg up and it's a possibility to big one, and you fish stripers and you fish largemouth, and there's not a cooler lure to get the bite from. You know, the bite is huge and it's on the surface, and hooking a fish on a bait that big that's that explosive.
What's your biggest fish you've caught on them?
My biggest fish?
Yeah.
14-pound striper. A 14-pound striper up at Lake Skinner.
That's awesome.
Wow.
Nice, dude.
That's cool.
Were you fishing by the aqueduct there?
No, actually, I was fishing off the shore at Cove number 2. I was watching some rainbow trout, and I was watching some little V-shaped wakes coming into the cove, and I pitched the lure out, and right after the trout obviously was going through there, and I saw a much bigger wake coming behind it, and so I started working my punker, and I got blasted on it. But
nice.
And
good job.
That was just an amazing fight, but unfortunately I lost it later on, hooking it up into some trees, and I couldn't get it out.
Oh,
ouch. Time to go swimming.
Yeah. No, come see me this afternoon, man. I've got you covered.
That's the problem with shore fishing.
Yeah, sure. Hey, thanks a lot
Bob.
for the call this morning, the lunker punker. I learn something new every day, for sure. Let's go ahead and jump back on the phones, Rick.
Okay, you got it. How about this time we talk to Chris calling from Imperial Beach. What's up, Chris? Welcome to Let's Talk Hookup.
Morning, Chris.
Hey, I heard you guys talking about the old VacMaster, and I was just wondering what kind of model you guys like, and are they worth the money versus the food saver that I seem to have to replace every couple of years?
No question about it. I have one at home. I don't know the model number, but actually Harold Davis from Davis Boats up in Paso Robles is a dealer for VacMaster.
Really?
Yep. That's where I bought mine. I buy my supplies from him and everything. And they're not cheap, $500, $600, $700, depending on the model that you get. But are they? I mean, I've had mine for 20 years.
Wow.
Really?
And leaves very little.
Oh, wow.
We use it every day, multiple
that's
times
huge.
a day. I mean, it's an amazing piece of machinery. I highly recommend it. It's so much better than your Seal a Meal or anything like that. It's a commercial vacuum.
So for those that aren't familiar, what's the difference? Like what is the difference in how,
Well, you can, depending on how big the chamber is, you can do multiple things and stuff. But I have a single chamber, and you can use the 5 mil bags.
Right.
So I package lobsters in there. I
Wow.
package. My wife packages soups all the time in there. It just
How easy is it to get those 5 mil bags?
Very easy.
Where do you get those at?
Harold is a dealer for those, and he'll take care of you. So if you call Davis Boats up in Paso Robles, and ask for Harold, and he'll set you up.
That's cool.
He'll get you dialed in there.
Awesome.
I'll get your phone number here in just a second. But those I would.
A chambered sealer, it provides a much better seal. It's much stronger, much stronger machinery.
Time.
Yeah, and the bags I know are a lot lesser expensive than they are buying a food saver type thing, because those are a one way. It's a one way airflow type bag, and the bags are a lot more expensive, and you have less options. The chamber is just it's not the next level higher, it's multiple levels higher.
One of the best investments you'll ever make in saving and preserving your catch, your food, whatever, for sure. So call Davis Boats. It's 805-227-1170. 805-227-1170. Ask for Harold and tell him you want a VacMaster, and he is the wealth of knowledge when it comes to VacMaster. He'll set you up. Hope that helps you out.
Thank you.
All right. Thanks a lot for the call this morning.
Hey, with that, it's time to find out what's going on the water. It's time for our man, your saltwater guide, Captain Dave Hansen, who's standing by with our fishdope.com report. Good morning, Dave.
Well, good morning, Rick and Pete. How are you guys today?
Doing great. Good morning.
Great, Dave.
Good morning. Hi, I'm sorry, I don't know who the guest is. I'm down here in Cabo, so I apologize. Whoever the guest is, good morning to you, too.
Good morning, Dave.
Gene from ECBT.
Well, good morning. Hey, that food saver thing, it works great as long as you don't get it wet.
Yeah.
And the problem with fishing is we're always fishing in water, so they don't work.
Yeah. Get the
But
Backmaster.
we have those Harold Davis ones. We have 2 of them on the boat, and I'll tell you what, they always work.
Yep.
There you go.
Yep. And
So-
they're bulletproof.
They're bulletproof.
Yeah.
They are the best in the business. But hey, guys, let's talk about fishing a little bit here. The stuff going on up there, it looks like it took a little day off or maybe 2 days off, but I hear there's a phenomenal amount of tuna close to San Diego Harbor. That's the rumor. I was just told about 20 minutes ago. There's a bunch of bluefin in there around the 302 on up to the 9. I don't know if you guys know about that or not. Probably
No.
everybody else does but me.
What?
But
Haven't heard
that's
it.
what I hear. There's a bunch of that fish, and it's like in 61 degree, 62 degree water, and it's on anchovies, and it's up foaming, and it's putting on a hell of a show, and it's kind of even biting.
Wow.
So I just found that out like 10 minutes ago from a guy who was fishing it 2 days ago that just showed up down here. So
Wow. Okay.
Take that.
That's a good deal.
I haven't even got to tell Danny yet. So you guys are getting it first. Guy
All
has
right.
heard.
So bluefin
But
tuna
hey-
on the 302 and beautiful weather this week.
Exactly. So you might want to go look around out there.
All right.
That rockfish bit really good yesterday in that local zone for Dana Point down there at Box Canyon. The Clemente had a really good score on the rockfish. There's still some bass to catch over at Catalina. Things are kind of changing because the water temperature's changing. I'd start looking hard for that squid again. It's going to change the bite. And basically, you're going to have to fish between the windows of weather for the next few weeks, next month or so. We're going into, I know it's hard to believe, but in Southern California, we actually do have a little bit of winter every once in a while. So you want to fish in between the weather and just be out there. You never know what might happen. Like the guy that caught those bluefin, he didn't know that he was going to see that out there. He just went out looking for anything that he could catch, and he stumbled into that bluefin. So
That's pretty
all
cool.
I got to tell you is you got to go fishing.
Yeah, for
Right,
sure.
exactly, Rick, exactly.
What's it like in Cabo right now?
Oh, it sucks. It's like 85. I'm sweating. I'm trying to put the dinghy in the water right now. It's
Damn.
horrible.
Oh,
It's so hot
darn.
right now. And yesterday we caught 41 marlin
41
Come
marlin
on.
in one day.
on
Up
the finger. Yeah,
on
it's
the finger
insane. I
again?
had four guys on the boat yesterday, and everybody got a 10 fish or so. They had a phenomenal day. They lost probably twice that many.
Yeah.
There's just a phenomenal amount of fish, and I talked to one of my buddies that just showed up yesterday also on his boat, and he said that stuff stretches all the way up to the Thetis Bank. It's like marlin everywhere
Wow.
still.
Wow.
The water's 80 degrees down here still, so
Nice.
if you're thinking about coming down here, now's the time too.
Yeah, good time in Cabo for sure. Good. Go spend Christmas down there. Hey, Dave,
I
fishdope.com. Oh, you will. The fishdope.com has all the great information. Dave will give reports like he just did. And Danny and Jeff and the guys are always on top of it. $20 off a new membership to fishdope.com. Use the code Hookup now, lowercase, no space. Great gift for the angler. And Dave, how do we find you?
Take a look at my website at yoursaltwaterguide.com and check me out. I got a bunch of cool videos up there and a lot of information. Keep you dialed in. After you go to Fish Dope, I'll teach you how to catch what you're going out to catch for.
There you go. Thanks, Dave. Appreciate that, and we'll talk to you next Sunday. Don't work too hard down
I'll talk
there
to you
now.
guys. I promise I won't. I
Okay,
promise.
all right.
Bye, guys.
Thanks, Dave. Hey, that report sponsored by Gamakatsu Octopus 4 Extra Strong Hook. It's not just another squid hook. Nothing penetrates deeper and holds tighter. The offset beak point is actually sharp, and it's forged from the highest carbon steel available. Every captain has their own tricks on how to rig a squid, but there's no question on which hook to use. It's the Gamakatsu Octopus hooks. Get them at your favorite tackle store or check gamakatsu.com. The hooks are simply the best, and I know a very good selection of Gamakatsu hooks at East County Bait and Tackle because that's where I always buy my EWG worm hooks. It's where I buy all my drop shot hooks. There's a very, very good selection on Gamakatsu at ECBT.
No doubt about it, right, Jim?
No, absolutely. Yeah, no, we try to stay. That's one of those things you have to stay on top of. And so, yeah, we've got a very nice, when you first walk in the door, it's the second aisle, and it's probably a 10 by 10 of just Gamakatsu.
One of the few places you can get pro packs of worm hooks and things like that.
Correct.
See, most everywhere you go, you get the little pocket packs where you're buying 5 hooks at a time, and ECBT is one of the few places where you can buy bulk packs of worm hooks, bulk packs of your drop shot.
Guys in the
that's
know
where I
use
buy my
Gamakatsu.
stuff.
Right.
Yeah, for sure. Hey, Al Clowers, what's going on?
Hi, Al.
What's going on, gentlemen? Happy holidays, man. You guys are talking my language. What a great show.
Same to you. Thanks, yeah.
Yeah, I just wanted to call in and say there's 2 tackle shops that if I want the high end and the best in the business, I go to ECBT for all of my freshwater stuff, and now they got a bunch of saltwater stuff too. But I've been dealing with that lake stuff for 30 plus years, and I stop by there all the time, when I'm out in that area. And then obviously the saltwater cutting edge is Rick's shop. Those 2 shops are the best in the business in San Diego, pretty much on the West Coast as far as I'm concerned.
Fisherman's Landing Tackle.
Yeah, that's right. If you want the best and the stuff that's hard to find, those are the 2 places you want to go.
All right. And you fish them both, right?
Yeah, absolutely. But fishing wise, it's been good for me too. As you guys know, I do the lake, the bay, the offshore, the lobster, and I took a little bit of time off just recently. The other 2 little boats have been running, but the bay fishing's great. I put the Riviera luxury boat back on the bay trips yesterday. Actually, I took it off during the summer because we're offshore all the time. But so if anybody's looking for a luxury type business, family, wife's type of economically priced luxury bay trip, I got that back on the books. So
nice.
Yeah, and then with those bluefin out there close, I might have to go look at that stuff.
Yeah. We'll see if that rumor is true.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, gotta be careful of that.
Yeah,
you never know.
Yeah, we're doing good over here. So we got all the boats at Marina Cortez, and we're ready to rock. Everything's all been winterized, and all the maintenance has been done. It's all been done. All the maintenance, I guess, all the dry dock stuff.
Yeah. So. All right. Well, that's cool. Al, how do we get a hold of you if they want to go fishing with Captain Al Clowers?
They can call me direct at 619-800-FISH, 3474, or go to my website, CaptainClowers.com, and on the website you can book automatically, so it's pretty painless booking system.
Nice. Good for you, Al.
Right
nice
on,
to
Al.
hear from you, Al. Glad everything's working out. Yeah, good deal.
I'll talk to you guys later.
Thanks, buddy. Hey, when we come back, we got more Let's Talk Hookup coming your way, including more of your phone calls. You stay tuned. It's Let's Talk Hookup on the Mighty 1090.
This is Chelsea from Dana Landing in Mission Bay. We are truly the one-stop shop for a great day on the water. Looking for a fishing charter? Dana Landing has you covered with the Blackjack. Perfect up to 4 anglers, or the Impulse up to 6 anglers in comfort and style. Dana Landing has a huge tackle shop with everything you need to go fish bay bass, tuna, or marlin, and our staff will dial you in. We even have Mexican and California fishing licenses and reel repair. Our deli at Dana Landing is a local's favorite with all the food, ice, and beverages you need. Hey, need freshwater tackle? Head to East County Bait and Tackle, the ultimate in rods and reels, the latest freshwater lures and live bait. ECBT has a staff second to none when it comes to sharing their passion for fishing. ECBT is at the end of the 67 freeway on Mapleview and Lakeside, and Dana Landing is next to the Dana Launch Ramp in Mission Bay. Check out DanaLanding.com for more details.
This is Captain Art Taylor of The Searcher. Celia and I and everyone at Team Searcher would like to thank all of our customers for a successful 2018 season. Are you searching for an affordable fishing adventure from 1.5 to 7 days in length? The Searcher has an outstanding crew, great food, air-conditioned cabins and galley, and an RSW system to preserve your catch. Our 2019 schedule is available now. Book your fishing adventure online at searchersportfishing.com or call our office at 619-226-2403. That's 619-226-2403.
Fifth Avenue Insurance has a new name. It's Snap Insurance, still providing anglers and boaters with the best in boat insurance and the lowest rates. The experts at Snap Insurance will make sure your boat and property are covered right. Traveling to Mexico? Snap has you covered. You can even work with your agent to wrap your home and auto with your boat policy to save even more. Call them for advice on your current boat policy or any of your insurance needs. Snap Insurance, 800-527-6617 or snapins.com. That's SNAPPINS.com.
When it comes to fishing rods for saltwater, there's just one name you need to know, CalStar. Take, for example, the Graphiter series. It's a true graphite and fiberglass composite rod, the finest it's ever been built. And for anglers seeking traditional performance, durability, and quality at an affordable price, the CalStar West Coast series of rods and blanks are the ones for you. Their master craftsmen bring decades of rod building experience to every rod they make. So if you want your fishing rods to be truly state-of-the-art, I always recommend CalStar at fine tackle stores everywhere.
I can't wait to spend some quality time with my son fishing this year, teaching him about casting, how to choose bait, set the hook, and how to be safe on the water by always wearing a life jacket. Save the ones you love. A message from California State Parks Division of Boating and Waterways.
Many years ago, Baja pioneer Bob Van Wormer found the area he called the Great Fish Trap in the East Cape of southern Baja and built what is now regarded as the premier East Cape resorts of Palmas de Cortez and Playa del Sol. Today, following in their father's footsteps, Bob's sons, Bobby, Chucky, and Eddie, have taken Palmas de Cortez and Playa del Sol to new levels. With the largest sport fishing fleet in Mexico, a luxurious spa, and top-of-the-line resort amenities, Van Wormer Resorts have become a destination for travelers worldwide. But for us, Palmas de Cortez and Playa del Sol are just a short 2-hour flight away. No other tropical fishing destination offers the experience and value that you'll find at Palmas de Cortez and Playa del Sol. Now you can plan your Baja fishing vacation quick and easy by visiting VanWormerResorts.com. And when you're ready to book, it's quick and easy. Or simply call 877-777-TUNA for more information. Van Wormer Resorts, the East Cape's finest.
XEPRS 1090 AM, Rosarito, Baja California.
San Diego's sports leader.
The home of ESPN Radio. The mighty 1090.
Welcome back to Let's Talk Hookup on the mighty 1090.
All right, let's find out what's cooking. Our buddy Yanni from Fisherman'sBelly.com is on the line. Good morning, Yanni.
Hey, Yanni.
Good morning, gentlemen, and good morning to all the fishermen out there. Hey, listen, fellas, fishing is a lot like cooking. You learn from your mistakes, you learn from your experiences, but you also learn from your fishing buddies. And that's what's taken me to my next recipe. I love talking food with all kinds of people from all kinds of cultures, and one of my favorite all-time dishes comes straight from Mexico and straight from my car mechanic manual. It's a dish called caldo Mitch. It basically is the statewide fish soup from the state of Michoacan. I finally have put it on my website. I've been enjoying it for years. I thank Manuel for the recipe. Oh, my God, if you guys are into a one-pot fish soup this winter, especially with these cold nights, this is a recipe you need to check out.
Oh, I love fish soup, and I'm going to definitely check that out. Wintertime soup, nothing better. That sounds great. And we'll it's up on Fisherman'sBelly.com right now?
You bet. It's on video. It's simple to follow. I use yellowtail, but honestly, you can use any kind of fish you want.
Wow. Sounds fantastic, Yanni, and great recipe there. And there's nobody that makes soups like Mexico.
I'm with you on that, bro.
Mexicans make the best
100%.
soups in the world, for sure. And to get that recipe from your guy.
They're so rustic and so full of vegetables and yummy flavors.
Yep.
Go for it, you guys.
All right, so Fisherman'sBelly.com. We've got that recipe for the fish soup, and then we'll have it up on our Angler's Table section of Let'sTalkHookup.com very soon. Yanni, once again, have a great holiday season, and we'll talk to you in a couple weeks.
You bet you will. Have a great holiday season, fellas.
All right,
hey,
thanks a lot. Yanni from Fisherman'sBelly.com. Of course, on Let'sTalkHookup.com, you can see lots of stuff like Yanni's recipes, a lot of them on our Angler's Table section of our Let's Talk Hookup website. Our shop page of Let's Talk Hookup has a couple of new items. The new Vertec shirt, the travel shirt, such a great shirt with the Let's Talk Hookup logo embroidered on the left sleeve. Really nice shirt, super comfortable. That's a new level AFTCO shirt on sale, $20 off. Regular $54 on sale for a limited time only, $34. Great gift for somebody. Also, we put up our Islander kayak day-and-a-half trip next June. We have spots available on that, but not for long. That's going to be a very popular, great trip. And then also check out that new Katmai Lodge YouTube video that's on our YouTube channel, Let's Talk Hookup Radio Show. Just click the top right corner of for any of our social media. We have Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube up there on the front page of letstalkhookup.com. Check it out.
You and Tommy did a really good job in that video. I really liked it. I enjoyed it.
I did the shooting, but Tommy did the editing.
Yeah.
And Tommy did a great job.
It's really cool. It
Yeah.
shows all the fun fishing, and it shows the scenery. And having gone up there the first time, last year, it brought back a lot of fun memories.
Yes.
And it's cool fishing up there, and it shows that like. You're going to catch a lot of different things, and there's a lot of trophy fishing to be done up there, and shows the salmon, shows the trout. It's really
and
cool.
The bears.
Yeah, and plenty of bears.
And it's just like a fishing experience of a lifetime. That's the only way. It's a fishing experience of a lifetime that you can't wait to go back once you go there. That's the thing about Katmai Lodge. And I mentioned yesterday that the great people at Katmai Lodge give our listeners you don't necessarily have to go on our Let's Talk Hookup trip July 20th through 24th. You can go anytime during their season that they have availability, which is one of the keys, for $39.95 for the 4-day package. That package is normally, for everybody else that goes, that package is $4,800. But for our listeners only, you get $800 off that package.
Just because they're
all you
fans
have
of
to
the
do
show
is
and
say,
they're buds.
listen to Let's Talk
Hookup,
great. And they'll take care of you.
Awesome.
Katmai Lodge, katmai.com. Check it out.
Well, the phones are packed up. Everybody's excited to talk to Gene. Let's jump back into it and start with Tom, who's calling us from Temecula this morning. Good morning, Tom. Welcome to Let's Talk Hookup.
Morning, guys.
Tom?
I got a question for Gene. I fish striped bass quite a bit up around Lake Skinner, and I know you guys a caller just came in and talked about a flunker lunker. I'm on a budget, so that lure is out. What is your recommendations for topwater as well as fishing the stripers down deep? I typically fish more bait, and I know I meter a lot of fish on my boat, and I try different things, and I cannot get stripers to bite down deep. So give me recommendations on top and deep water lures.
Yeah, no problem. I fish Skinner quite a bit. I actually like a Zaro Spook, a clear Zaro Spook. This is for topwater. A clear Zaro Spook, the Super Spook, and I'll take the bigger one, right, the 3-hook one, and I'll take a little bit of Mylar and put it on that back hook just for a little teeny bit of flash. You're probably not going to throw that bait this time of the year, but in the spring, like starting in late January all the way through September, you'll get bit on that there. Another bait that I like there is the X-Wrap jerk bait or a Lucky Craft jerk bait, any suspending jerk bait. They have a lot of schoolie stripers, as you know, at Skinner. And I've caught them 2 at a time there sometimes. I like to fish that buoy line by the aqueduct where the water comes in. And then you were talking about down deep. I will tell you this, that a rattle trap, a sinking rattle trap, just Bill Lewis, in chrome and blue or chrome and black, you can let that thing sink to any depth that you want and then just kind of wind it back to yourself at a medium retrieve. I've had a day there where I caught largemouth, trout, and stripers on that same exact lure doing exactly the same thing. And I will fish that little bit shallower water if you come off the launch ramp and go to your right instead of going towards the dam. It's a little bit shallower to your right there, and that's where I've had really good luck with that rattle trap.
Wow. Good info.
Yeah, it's great
Tom.
info.
There you go. You're armed and dangerous now. Thanks a lot for the call this morning.
How about Roy in San Diego up next on Let's Talk Hookup? Good morning, Roy.
Hey, good morning, guys. How you doing today?
Great.
Great. Question. So yesterday I was rooting through my tackle like everyone else does. I'm not doing anything else. And I came across some tube baits that I don't really fish tube baits. I must have got them somewhere. So I looked up a little bit of information on how to fish them, and I saw a way of fishing them where instead of putting a lead on near the eye of the hook, you're putting it more towards the bend of the hook, so the front of the tube, I guess, is looking up. Have you ever tried that method? And what are your thoughts on it, Azim?
Yeah, there's a few different. I've actually had decent luck fishing tubes here. It's not a super popular technique anymore, but I believe its owner makes a tube jig hook that has like a cylindrical weight that sits back off the line tie. So the way that you rig that tube is you push the whole thing, the line tie and the cylinder weight in through the opening, and then you just push the line tie through the head of the tube, and then that weight's kind of sitting back a little bit, and the hook is just rigged either weedless or exposed. I've had really good luck at Upper Otay on a tube. And there's a couple different ways you can get to Upper Otay, either from the main lake or Proctor Valley Road, the back way.
If they come into ECBT, you show them how to rig that?
Absolutely, yes.
Wow. Good hints. It's funny. I hear about all these methods, and then, kind of my big fishing trip is either Barrett or Lake El Salto in Mexico, right? Because I like the numbers. I want to catch some fish.
You like to win.
Yeah, exactly.
To win.
So when you go down to Lake El Salto, it's funny because you hear all this stuff, and you stock up, you're like gathering all this stuff. Oh, I got to have one of those, and I got to take down one of those, and then you get down there, and you, use 2 or 3 things, right? And that's what's catching
the guides will, throw half your stuff away and say, no, just these 2 things.
Yeah. So if there's 2 or 3 things that you're going to use in the local lakes, what are kind of in the winter, what are your go-to things?
The winter, like we were talked about earlier, drop shot for sure.
Drop shot for sure.
Texas rig, and a jig can still be productive in the middle.
You like that tube bait you were just talking about?
Yeah, or just a regular football jig head with a creature bait trailer.
Okay.
Fishing slow, like the guy, like Rod was talking about earlier, fishing slow.
Really slow.
Like really slow.
Yeah, all right.
The thing with freshwater fishing, and you described it perfect, is, you go down there and you stock up on all this stuff and you only use 2 things. The difference is you just don't know ahead of time what those 2 things
right.
are going to be.
That's
that's exactly what the problem is those 2 things are what change all the time,
Yep.
That's true.
And it's the same at San Vicente as it is at El Cap, as it is here, and when those things are on a pattern and there's a way that they're wanting to bite, you could fish those 2 things and be super productive, or you could fish, a topwater and not catch a thing. The problem is those 2 things are what are forever changing.
Yeah.
That's for
and
sure.
thank God for ECBT.
Yeah,
they always know what those 2 things are.
And that's what keeps great tackle stores like ECBT in business.
It is.
And keeps
You're
Steve
right.
Bernard smiling.
That's right. That's right.
Hey, Roy, thanks a lot for the call this morning.
How about next up we talked to Josh calling from Vista this morning. Hey, Josh, welcome to the show.
Morning, Josh.
Hey, hello.
What's up, Josh?
Hey, Josh.
Hey, I was calling. You guys were talking earlier about the vacuum sealer.
Right.
And I missed the name of the
Vac Master
you guys said
is what you want. The Vac Master. And the dealer for them around here is the one and only world famous Harold Davis at Davis Boats. 805-227-1170 is an easy way to catch them. Just tell them you're interested in the Vac Master. You can also email them at davisboats@thegrid, G-R-I-D, thegrid, T-A-G-G-R-I-D.net. davisboats@thegrid.net. Ask him about it. He's a dealer for VacMaster. He's very reasonably priced on that, and he has all the bags and the oil, everything you need for the VacMaster. One thing about that VacMaster is it's so non-maintenance necessary that you're supposed to put hydraulic oil in it once in a while. I was just thinking, God, I haven't put hydraulic oil in that thing in years. And we use it literally every day.
That's cool.
So,
highly
it's worth
recommend.
It's worth it to buy a good one that you're going to use for the value of the fish that you're saving.
Great way to look
over
at
the
it.
time.
And it's going to last you almost virtually a lifetime, too.
Yeah. And the other question I had, I know you guys have discussed it before, but as an angler, is there anything that we can do as far as with the licenses being on the yearly basis as opposed to the way, having to buy it the beginning of the year? Because the way I look at it is it's our waters, it's our woods. We should be able to use it as we won something like that where, my situation, losing a license with a month to go.
Yeah.
And you have to pay a replacement for a few weeks or the people that fish seasonally and everything,
It's a silly deal, and there are a lot of, there was a bill in this California state legislature that got defeated stupidly. I mean, we're all for a year-round license.
I think every fisherman is for you. Bring up such a perfect point. Is it's for us? It's
right.
Public lands and public waters. I mean, it's our waters, and every fisherman you talk to is for it, and yet somehow it gets defeated every time.
And now that everything's computerized, they're certainly capable of doing it. It would be just a simple
it should be as
shift
easy as
of
logging in, buying a license.
It's got to happen, and I know there's a lot of organizations that are looking into revamping kind of the whole approach of trying to get that to happen again. I know CCA California is kind of looking into ramping up that effort once again. So stay tuned.
The idea of making it as easy as possible to get everybody involved, especially youth and everybody. It should be as easy as possible, not...
Yes.
There should be a DFW app that you can roll onto in your phones and make everything happen.
Right. Absolutely.
Yeah. Well, thanks, guys. I listen every week.
Good luck, Josh.
Thank you, Josh. Appreciate the call.
All right. Hey, let's jump right back into him. We're going to talk to Jerry. He's calling us from Corona this morning. What's up, Jerry? Welcome to Let's Talk Hookup.
Hey, good morning, guys. How are you?
Morning.
Jerry?
Hey, great. You know, I love to hear the bass fishing because that's basically how I started fishing. I grew up in Imperial Valley and fished the canals and then moved to San Diego to go to college and then really learned to bass fish with my buddy Morris Taylor. And it's been great. And everything, it all ended up with a 14.2 out of Wolford in 88.
Whoa,
and,
nice.
Nice work.
Yeah, but I couldn't really advertise it. It wasn't during daylight hours.
Loud and clear. Statute of limitations, allegedly.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. But it's great to hear the bass fishing because it's about this time that I start getting into it again.
Yeah.
And because after I caught my first yellowtail, then it was all saltwater.
Right.
But my question is, the beginning of the year was when the spawning starts. And I remember hitting the lakes depending on the elevation. So I haven't been into it. So if you can give me an idea of which lakes start spawning first, the lower elevations, and kind of give me a pattern on that. And then after that, I do have an observation I'd like to share.
Sure. I think you're on point as far as elevation, but I think the reason that plays in is also temp. So that being said, the local lakes, Otay, Sandvie, Jennings, all of those lakes probably start late January is when the first time you'll start seeing males staking out their spots usually. It can change from year to year depending, especially if it's hot. Where Cuyamaca, for instance, which has giants in it, won't start sometimes until May.
Right.
Just because it's cold up there.
Marina, same thing.
Yeah, same thing. Marina.
Shallow bodies of water going to happen earlier than deeper ones because the water temperature changes faster.
Absolutely. You know, I mean, you can go out to Palm Springs, though. You can go out to Palm Springs, not that anybody's ever fished a golf course or anything, but...
Yeah, you would do that.
Yeah, right. Yeah, allegedly, right. You can go out there in December, and you might see fish spawning out there.
Wow.
Already. And you probably see some of that in the canals back in the day. I'm sure you probably saw some of that out there in the valley then.
Yeah, and you had an observation you want to share with us?
Yes, and I want to basically tell this to those diehard freshwater bass fishermen. Is the last 4 or 5 years I'm seeing a pattern where I'm seeing freshwater bass fishing techniques on calicos now, and I've started doing it also. Now I'm seeing the advent of saltwater, baits like spinner baits, crank baits, and all of that, and it's a lot of fun. I mean, basically it's the same type of fish, just a different water. So I use diehard fresh water bass fishermen. Try your techniques on calicos. You're going to be very surprised at how good you can get quickly.
That's a good call.
There's no doubt about it, right?
That's right. In my pocket, from the last time I went fishing, I wore this jacket. I had some Keytech swim baits with an underspin, and that is a bait that I fish everywhere.
It's a freshwater bait.
It's a freshwater bait.
You can catch calicos on it.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Good call. Hey, thanks a lot for the call this morning.
All right, let's jump back and talk to Dave. Dave's calling us from Riverside this morning. What's up, Dave? Welcome to the show.
Good morning, guys. Hey, I'm planning on a road trip from San Diego to Oregon. It's going to be half motel, half camping.
Nice.
Well, anyway, I Googled the Dungeness Crab Report, and, of course, Google, where they are, they started sending me things regarding this. And I came across this crab snares. I'm wondering if East County Bait has any.
I don't even know what a crab snare is.
They look like they'd be fun.
Well, I think that they're only available for use above Point Conception, I believe. I'm not positive, and like always, you got to check your rigs. But I think that crab snare is basically, like, you can imagine like your bait cage, like your older school bait cage for lobster fishing, and then it has these loops that go around it that are connected to your main line, and you cast this thing out on a rod and reel, and then similar to how you fish a hoop net where you don't really know when it is happening or not, you sweep the rod or wind the rod back in, and all those snares, are pulled by the main line. They snare up, and if a crab happened to be on your bait cage eating your bait,
so you let it sit for a while.
Yeah, exactly.
Then...
The snare in theory would snare or grab a leg, and then you would wind the thing in, and that's how you would catch your crab.
Oh,
but
okay.
They're not. I don't believe that is to be used south of Point Conception.
South of Point Conception.
Again,
but they are legal in California.
I believe so, but I'm very, very much not aware. Yeah, this is just we are just BSing right now. I'm for sure not giving you that in because I don't know. I mean,
we don't have any Dungeness crab in Southern California anyway.
That's too cold for me.
Yeah, but so.
But that
sounds like a good technique, though.
Yeah, that's what I only know what they are because I think they're so cool looking.
Yeah, yeah. I know. I go up to Oregon, visit my buddy Larry, and there's people fishing Dungeness crab off the piers, much like but during the day, all day long.
Oh, yeah.
Throwing like hoop nets and stuff like that off the piers and
that's
catching
cool.
Dungeness crab during the day. So
they're yummy.
Yeah. Oh, boy.
I'll take it.
Hey, thanks a lot for the call this morning.
Hey, when we come back, we got more Let's Talk Hookup coming your way. More great information, including finding out who's winning a $100 gift card to ECBT. You stay tuned. It's Let's Talk Hookup on the Mighty 1090.
Happy holidays from Fisherman's Landing Tackle. This is Doug Kern. Nothing could be better for that saltwater angler on your list than a gift from Fisherman's Landing Tackle and Shimano. We have the best Shimano has to offer, including Talica, Trinidad A, Therese, Stella, Tranks, Terramar, Colt Sniper, Torium, Tiagra, Flatfall, and much more from Shimano. Bottom line, we have the most complete selection of Shimano saltwater tackle and the knowledge to help you pick out the perfect gift. Check out our huge selection at saltwatertackle.com or come by and see us at Fisherman's Landing Tackle at Fisherman's Landing in San Diego.
When it comes to fishing rods for saltwater, there's just one name you need to know, CalStar. Take, for example, the Graphiter series. It's a true graphite and fiberglass composite rod, the finest it's ever been built. And for anglers seeking traditional performance, durability, and quality at an affordable price, the CalStar West Coast series of rods and blanks are the ones for you. Their master craftsmen bring decades of rod building experience to every rod they make. So if you want your fishing rods to be truly state-of-the-art, I always recommend CalStar at fine tackle stores everywhere.
22nd Street Landing Sport Fishing in San Pedro is home to LA's finest open party fleet, including overnights on the Freedom, Catalina Freelance on the Pursuit, half-day trips on the Monte Carlo, and three-quarter-day trips on the Native Sun. Plus, you can charter the Ultra, Spectra, and True Line. There is always plenty of free parking and a fully stocked tackle store. Take advantage of the Wednesday specials on the Pursuit and Monte Carlo, and kids fish free with a paid adult on the afternoon half-day. 22nd Street Landing Sport Fishing in San Pedro. Call 310-832-8304 or book online at 22ndstreet.com.
Alaska's Katmai Lodge is a world-class wilderness fishing paradise on the banks of the famed Alagnak River. You'll fish for all 5 species of Pacific salmon, king, sockeye, chum, coho, and on even years, pinks, plus trophy-sized rainbow trout, Arctic grayling, and Dolly Varden, both in the Alagnak and the nearby waters. Katmai Lodge's U.S. Coast Guard and CPR certified guides are fishing fanatics and know how to help you reel them in. They are exceptional teachers and ensure you have days that are fish-filled and fun with freshly prepared snacks and barbecued lunches on the river. Back at the lodge, there are fireside appetizers and refreshments each afternoon, as well as fresh, delicious meals prepared by their exceptional chef. Elevate your visit with a quick fly-out trip to Brooks Falls in Katmai National Park for world-renowned bear watching. For the best fishing adventure ever, visit katmai.com. That's KATMAI.com.
Welcome back to Let's Talk Hookup on the Mighty 1090. All right, the big winner of the $100 gift card to East County Bait and Tackle is going to Chris in Imperial Beach. Chris, congratulations. I'm telling you, you are going to love East County Bait and Tackle if you're not a customer already.
Yeah, what a great show, Gene. We got to have you back. People want to talk freshwater bass fishing and saltwater fishing at the same time. There's so much crossover here in Southern California. We're very fortunate to have it all right here in Southern California.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So somebody wants to come see you at East County Bait and Tackle, a.k.a. ECBT. How do we do that?
You come on down come down the 67 to 10137 Main Avenue, Lakeside, California, 92040.
Can't miss it.
Can't miss it. We're
end of the 67 freeway. Right?
Yeah, right where it ends.
Yeah, at Mapleview.
That's right.
Yeah, right. All right. Very good, Gene. Thanks a lot for that. Thank you very much. Have a great trip. Rock God Rick won't be here next Saturday and Sunday. We'll be missing him, but Corey Sandin will be stepping in as co-host next Saturday. And next Saturday, we have a special mystery guest. Next Saturday with myself and Corey Sandin. And then next Sunday, Lyle and Elena Belquist will be here. They're fishery scientists. You know, Lyle does all that tagging on bass. That's going to be a great show.
Cool show.
7 to 9 a.m. right here on the Mighty 1090. Thanks to Adam for all he does. Be sure to check out our app. If you haven't downloaded our fantastic app, one of the best in the business, you have to check it out. Go to the Google Play Store or the App Store and just download it. It's free. You can do it all there. See all our social media, listen to archives, listen to live shows, and everything else at the Let's Talk Hookup app. And be sure, of course, to always check out our Let's Talk Hookup homepage, our webpage for all the shop page for all those great deals. And, of course, everything you need, Let's Talk Hookup is right there at letstalkhookup.com. Thanks for listening today. We'll see you next week right back here on the Mighty 1090.